All right, my friends. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Thursday. I am Shannon. Well, you're all my friends and family, so you know I'm Shannon. Uh, and Thursdays roll around so quick. I am so excited because I have the birthday girl with me today. And I have baby sis here too. Mom, say hi to the people.
Hello, everyone.
Happy
Everyone.
birthday, mommy. All right,
Thank
so
you.
let me,
Happy birthday, Mom.
yeah,
Thank
happy
you.
birthday, mom.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be, well, you want to say how you want to share how old you are, or you want to
I
not
don't
share?
care. I'm proud. I'm glad to be here.
81?
81. 81. And
Amazing.
can
So,
turn
friends,
it.
so friends, Radiant Wrap, you know, we talk about everything that helps us to be healthy and whole. And I thought that, like, especially since this month is International Women's Month, Women's History Month, and since it's today is Mommy's birthday, I asked Mommy to come, and she graciously said she would. And check this out. Hey, Mommy, you didn't know this,
What's
but
that?
out of all of the recordings that I do, the
Yes.
Radiant Raps that I do, the most viewed ones are the ones that you're on.
Oh my goodness.
Mommy, they are the most, people love you.
Wow.
Nothing new. They love
That's a
you.
blessing.
They love you. They love you. So I said, you know, since Mommy, since you're such an inspiration, then, you know, why not have you come on live today? And I used actually the title "It Is Well" because this is okay. This is part 3. So, Mom, I don't know if you saw any of the other videos this month, but on Thursdays. But since it's International Women's Month,
Mhm.
the first week I taught, which was part 1, I spoke a little bit about us honoring each other, women,
Mhm.
right? Honoring the ones from our past, the ones that are right now. So of course, Mommy, you deserve all of the props. You're an
Oh,
amazing mama.
oh.
So that was week 1, and then last week I talked about women, encouraging women to reach out to other women, not be so guarded
Mhm.
that they don't have any women friends, that they don't have a tribe.
Mhm.
And I thought, okay, well, Mom, you're someone that that women and men, people respect. A lot of people respect you, and you have a community around you. So I wanted to get some feedback from you, and maybe you can help some other women, especially since, I mean, like, life hasn't been a crystal stair, but I use this song, this hymn, "It Is Well." I hope I can get you to, before we leave, I hope I can get you to sing like a little bar.
Oh boy.
Mommy, okay, I'm not gonna put you on the spot right now, but I'm just hoping. Oh, Tanya said, "Hi, Mommy, and happy birthday." Lady,
Thank you.
first lady, Tanya.
Oh, thank you. My prayer partner.
And your prayer partner.
Yes.
So, for those of you that don't know, Mommy is also a deaconess. I mean, she wears like all these different hats. But she is definitely an overcomer as well. You know how you hear that saying, you don't look like what you've been through? My mom, I mean, she's been through quite a bit. She's been blessed, but she's been through quite a bit. I mean, um, Mommy was adopted, and you know, she dealt with, you know, domestic violence. I mean, Mommy dealt with, she had a divorce. I mean, she's battled cancer. So, Mom, with all of the things that you've gone through, this is one of the reasons you inspire me.
Mhm.
How is it that you how do you do it, first of all, that you, regardless of what you would go through, you would never stay angry or mad or stop being loving. I've never seen you like that.
Well, first, it's not of my own accord. It's only because of the grace and mercy of God that I can do it. And you don't just all of a sudden feel that way. It takes a while. You have to stay in prayer, read the word, and then you have to trust that God's going to help you find a way to solve this problem. And if it's a problem of any sort, that if you ask that question and then you just take your time and keep reading and try to understand what the Lord is telling you. Sometimes you don't even know what to read. I'll say just say a prayer and talk to him just like you're sitting here. We're talking. You talk to him just like you're saying, "Oh, I want to have a conversation with one of the girls." You're gonna have a conversation with God, and ask Him to show you and show you the right way to do and help you to persevere. Because sometimes you feel like you just can't do it, like you're gonna have a nervous breakdown or something.
Mm.
But it's amazing how God comes through. He answers prayer. I don't care what nobody says. He answers it. He might say, wait. He might say, not now. It might take years before you make a move to get out of the situation you're in or find a way to do it. But he will answer. He'll answer.
I appreciate that, Mom, and I appreciate that you brought us up that way, to pray about things, and that you'll ask us, did you pray about it? Are you praying about it? I think that a lot of people do feel like, they are talking to God, but like maybe a situation will occur where, like, okay, maybe they've gone through a divorce and then they're mad at the other person, right? But you never made us pick sides. You never bad talked Dad. I mean, how did you do that? How do you do that?
That is part of a mother's love for her children. Sometimes you want to say things, you want to lash out, but you be bottled up with stuff in your on your mind, and they know something's going on, but you don't really want them to involve. It's not their problem. It's you and his problem, because the majority of times the kids aren't the problem anyway. It's always between the man and the woman. But I just felt at first it wasn't easy to say, well, I'll forgive you. It took about 2 years before I really completely forgave and sit. But I knew that at that time when it was going on, I knew I couldn't be a person to say, well, I just hate you. I just couldn't do it. I hated what you were doing. I hated the things that were occurring. And I hated that I didn't want my children to ever think I didn't try to make my marriage work, because I'm not one to be going from here, there, and everywhere. It would have worked if you got to be willing to both work together. And it wasn't meant to be. But there are times when you don't know you're not, what you're going to say to your children if they ask you that question. But most of the time, you just tell them, "We love you. You and him. You love the children. We love the children. It's not about you." Most of the times, it is not about the children. It's
Yes,
about
Mommy.
something else going on.
Yes, Mommy.
And something else that's going on you might not want to share with your children.
Right. That's true. But Mommy, you always always taught us to love, like not even, just that situation, but regardless of what the situation was,
right?
You always encouraged us. What do you think, Sissy? Do you think Mom, because my sister is 7 years younger than me. So in some ways, I guess her experiences are a little different from mine, but I mean, do you know anybody that's more loving than Mommy? Like,
absolutely not. I mean, Mommy showed so much unconditional love. Like I always told my friends, I was like, I'm being the youngest of four, but even you never see a favorite. Like you loved us all equally. You love us all equally. So I know in some households there are people that are like, you know, feel like their parents have a favorite or their mother has a favorite,
We
and
don't think she has a favorite, but we all think you're the most spoiled. So I'm sorry, so I had to represent for our brothers.
I
Okay.
I think she's sweet on the boys, you know, Roger,
Oh yeah,
Dodger, and
true,
Leon.
true.
But
But
overall,
that's
like, yeah, we all can say something about each other. But one thing for sure, Mom spread her love and attention across equally, towards everybody, and even outside of us. There's not. You're so silly, Shannon. There's not one person that feels like they're not a part of the family. You know, she has all the daughters. Hey, Latanya. She has all the daughters: Cookie, Latanya, Cherise,
Yeah, that's one thing
Portia.
too.
You
We're not
know,
we're not selfish with mommy, are we? We share
you,
because
not you
I don't
can't
know how
be
many people are mommy is mom to them. Mom
right.
B, Aunt B,
Yep.
so many people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's
we
your
don't mind. We
your
don't mind sharing you, and actually, I'm grateful. We're all grateful because I know, mommy, it's probably. I know it's not probably. I know it's hard for you that none of us live in Jersey.
Yes, it is. It's hard.
Yeah, I know
I've
that's hard.
learned to live with it. Not that I like it, but as long as everybody's happy, I go along with it.
That's
we
how
trying to
I
move
feel.
you and
That's
Poppy
how
to
I feel
Florida.
that you haven't moved to Florida yet. I'm like, oh well.
Exactly.
Oh, she don't want to leave all her sisters, and she don't want to leave Mount Olive Baptist Church, and but boy, oh boy, I wish I
I
could get
know she don't want to leave her pastor and first lady.
lady exactly. But if it was up to Poppy, I saw Poppy in the background. If it was up to Poppy,
Yeah, he's
I
in
don't know. They might
the
be down here already.
background.
Poppy wouldn't mind living in Florida at all.
No, uh,
Yeah.
Florida's beautiful. I'm not saying nothing wrong with Florida. There's nothing wrong with a lot of places.
I know, Mom. So I one of the things that I know like you'll do if you have things on your mind, and sometimes it would drive me crazy. Um, there's a lot of things that would drive me crazy, including you being so loving and forgiving. I used to think that that was a weakness. I've told you that before.
Mhm.
And as I've matured, I've learned it how strong you are to be able to love and um, follow the word. I mean, really, and really, not even in a fake way. It's not fake. But one of the things that you do that drives me nuts sometimes, mommy, you sing all day long.
I
You're
What
heard
you,
humming something. She's
I do.
humming, she's
it
singing.
used to drive Mom beat her. What it used to do.
Sissy.
Singing is one of my releases.
Yeah, I
And
know
I
that.
sing when I'm happy, but I sing real loud when something's going on. If I got a problem, I'm making sure the Lord hear it real strong. And the
I think
words, I
Shannon
pick a
has
particular
that
song
characteristic
with
too.
every type of mood I have. I have a song that I've come to love, and singing is comforting to me.
Yeah. So, Mom, what is, and be honest about this, Mom,
Yeah.
what is motivating you to exercise? Is it because you can exercise with your daughter? It's like because you're supporting me, or are you motivated to do the fitness class
Hmm.
a couple times a week?
A combination. One,
Mhm.
because you have the class, because I wouldn't be up probably by 10 getting downstairs if you didn't have it. I'd be in a different class.
Okay, that's real
And
talk.
I do like the exercise program. I'm just really need to be more fit for it, as I have told with my knees and stuff sometimes. But I loved it. Used to go to the Y and different ones, and then when the COVID hit, I kind of got away from everything because everything was closing down. And then I got afraid to go for a while. And still, I haven't gone back yet. I'm not ready to go back into the gyms and stuff yet. And I'm sure it'll be fine. But I used to get in the pool. So I love doing the exercise, and it's good for you. It's healthy for you. And I know that, but sometimes I get lazy like the rest. I'm not a morning person. I'll put it that way anymore.
Well, I love you being in my classes, Mom. So I'm so glad that we can do the virtual classes because I love you being in the classes.
Good.
I noticed one of the things that that you do too is you stay busy. Mommy, you're 81, but like you're always giving back. Like you're always taking care of other people and praying for other people and making meals and distributing meals. That's one of the things that you do. What motivates you to do that? Like
that's love. That's your love for your neighbor, your friends, your family, and to help those who sometimes can't help themselves. You might have different situations, could be financial, it could be mental, it could be anything. But the joy of you handing them a meal or going to see them or having prayer with them and expression on their face, and their spirit connects with your spirit, and you know you've made someone happy. I mean, it makes a big difference, and that's what life is all about: helping one another and
do you
loving
think that
one
keeps
another.
you young? Do you think
I don't
that
know
keeps you
about
young?
keeping me young. Keeps me busy, and I like to be busy.
I don't know. I think you're a young 81-year-old mom.
Well, thank
What do you
you.
think, Sissy? Oh, you're muted, baby.
I do too. You're a young 81-year-old.
You like hanging out with Mom too.
Yeah,
Like it's been a while
Oh,
with COVID, but like I know you know, would take her out for a spa treatment, or you've taken her to Puerto Rico with you, and you know, you've done some nice girl
nice
trips with
girl
Mommy.
trip.
oh
Yes,
yeah, especially when she came and was with me almost 2 months. You know, when I had my surgery, and
Oh, I
so
came in when you had your surgery, yeah.
oh yeah, I know, but
Mom is great at that. Like if something's
yeah.
wrong, Mom is gonna be there to help us out. So yeah.
But yeah, we have a lot of fun, and you know, she's just so cool to hang out with. Never did I know growing up that I would think that she would be our best friend, you know, because the same things that you were talking about, that it took me to grow and mature to understand how she was able to tolerate so many things.
Yeah.
Where when you're young, you think, oh, I would curse him out, or I wouldn't do that, or I'd leave, you know, a situation or whatever the case may be. But um, you being a wise woman, you know, at such a young age, says a lot about you as a person, because your wisdom, you know, outweighed your emotions because you knew you had to take care of us.
Well, I must say, one time Mom did lose it. You were young.
I remember that.
Wait, what story am I going
So
to?
it must have happened twice.
No,
Because
what are you thinking of?
I was thinking we were in Camden, and mom had enough, and she
Oh,
picked
okay.
me up. I remember her picking me up and grabbing Roger by the hand.
Oh Lord, I wasn't thinking about that one, but there you go. That's
Oh
one.
yeah, you might
This
not have been.
one was this guy, I don't know where we were, but we were in our station wagon with the paneling on the side, and some guy cut us off. Mommy, you remember this?
yes, I remember.
And almost caused, all four of us were in the car, and he almost caused an accident, and he said something to Mom, and Mom got out the car. Now, Mom, I don't think you would do this nowadays.
Not
crazy, right? But Mom got out the car, and this man was twice as big as Mommy, and Mommy gave him a piece of her mind because her babies was in the car. That's the only time I remember Mom going off. But Mommy, you were a mama's bear that way, and I was the one always getting hurt.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So
you were always the one that what?
Was getting hurt. Like,
she was
Mom
very
didn't even, like, if
clumsy.
I came home bleeding or something, like, she'd be like, "What'd you do now?" Like, she didn't even really get upset about it because it happened so much. That's another thing, though, I must say. If it's an emergency, Mom, you were really cool in emergencies. So I kind of picked that up from you. I don't know what it is that calm just kind of, you just snap into, that, okay, I need to do something. Like one time, Roger, I think he was choking with water. Were we at the lake and you had to turn him upside down? I mean, it was real quick.
Yeah.
Whacked him on the back, and then he started breathing again. I mean, yeah, Mom would go into action real quick.
If the quarter didn't kill him, she was about to.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Poor thing. I know I probably tore his back up that day.
Well,
But
Mom,
you do what you have to do, and you don't even think about it. You always just move when you have to. The emergency situations, it's staying calm. It's not that easy. I know how to do what I got to do, but then a lot of times afterwards,
right,
that's when I'll let go and fall apart. But I can move pretty good.
Like Florida Evans. Damn.
Well, last week we were talking about how women, a lot of times we will not like circle around one another. We kind of size up each other as competition, or I know a lot of women will say, I don't have a lot of women friends. They can't deal with it. That mistrust is there and stuff. And Mom, you've always had a circle. Always had it. And I think that's one of the reasons why we really believed in girl power and connecting with other women, because Mom, you always, I mean, there again, you had your adoptive family, you had your, maternal family. You brought us up to love everybody. There was never, like anger between, them and or anything like that. And the women from church, the whole town, everybody is Aunt so-and-so or Uncle so-and-so, or
that's true.
Everyone was family that we grew up with. Do you think that was just from how you were raised, from how we were raised in general?
Well, it would be, and it would be, you came up that way because during those days when you guys were young, that's the way families were. We were loving. Neighbors didn't lock their doors. They come on in. If they had a dish to share and they're sitting outside eating, everybody came over and ate.
That's true.
It was, and their children were our children, and we just all grew together to learn to love one another. And even most of some of the ladies I came up under, you saw them as I got a little older. I was still loving them, respecting them, and they were still catching on and loving other people's children in the town.
Who are you talking about specifically, Mommy? Who come? I know it's a lot of people, but who comes to mind?
Well, I'm thinking about Mom Core right now.
Mom Core is one. Yeah,
she was one.
Miss Mabel.
Miss Mabel definitely was. Miss Mabel loved all the children, and she never bore a child of her own, but she had everybody was her child, and she loved them and they had respect for her too. She cracked the whip, and but she made you a good woman or young man, young boy. We really.
Mom, I don't think I ever got a spanking from you.
Once, but that was,
well, you did pop me one time,
very light,
but I was being very disrespectful and fresh when you did, so I deserved it. But Oh, Cerise, what's Cerise? Okay, wait. Lena said, oh, it's hard to believe that I'm, mommy, Lena says, it's hard to believe that I was clumsy because I'm so graceful and my yoga classes prove that.
I know it's hard to believe, but she was really clumsy. She fall down the steps. She fall when she would walk. She always had Band-Aids on her.
I
Always
sure
kept a
did.
Band-Aid.
I sure did. Sissy must have had to leave. Cerise said, happy birthday, Mom.
Thank you, baby. That's
And
one of my.
Marcy said, happy birthday too, Mommy.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you.
So,
Love you.
Mom,
Yes.
It Is Well was the theme that I said for this because
Right.
despite all that you know, have gone through or you go through, you tend to be optimistic. You tend to look at the cup as half full instead of half empty. I think that's where all of us, all your kids get that from. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
So before we go, you have a lot of talents. You sew and you make quilts and stuff like that. But you sing too. Mom, can you just sing like a teeny tiny verse of? I don't want to put you on the spot, but
How about I just do a little bit of the chorus to finish?
okay. You want
The chorus is short.
I'll
I'll
tell you
skip
what. You
the
can do
verse.
It Is Well, or you can choose a different song if you want.
Well, you chose it as well, so
I did because that was the topic.
Okay, well then that's what I'll do.
Okay. Go ahead, Mom, when you're ready.
It is well, it is well with my soul, with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul.
Oh,
Yes, Mommy. We love you. And so many people love you, Mommy. You have touched so many lives. Thank you for all that you do. Cerise says, sing, Mom.
Oh,
Thank you so much, Mommy. Thank you, Cerise. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, everyone that watches this, that are in all you that love on Mommy when we're so far away, and you all, you know, love Mommy and she loves on y'all, and we love you too. You know, y'all are our brothers and sisters, so we really do appreciate you. Mommy,
yes.
you're gonna have to hang out with me again sometime, okay?
All right, I'll be ready.
You did great, Mom.
you did, Mom. Good job.
Hey, Sissy, did you want to say anything before we go?
I want to just really talk about just compliment you on your creativity, your talent, and you're an awesome writer. And I remember every time, you know, there was something I had to do, and well, Easter pieces and things like that, that you would sit down with us and find scripture and help us make the words make sense. And even that I took that on and some words on to my talent that helped me win Miss Black USA because of you doing that. And so it made it easy for us to get into character, made it easy for us to like think how to put scripture to words and put it out there creatively because of you.
Yeah, Mom is no nonsense when it comes to creativity. When it comes to punctuality, Mommy, you are always on time. And when it comes to like you're no nonsense when it comes to being organized. So I appreciate all those things about you too. She got notebooks everywhere. She write everything down, save everything. And I didn't even mention your club, Magnificent Seven. That's enough. I mean, you guys have been shut down since COVID, but
Yes.
you all have it going on. Bus trips all the time, and made up of friends. And that's another thing. I just want to encourage. I mean, Mom.
Yes.
You have your circle of friends, and you know, you have different circle of friends. Bethany says she loves you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Mommy. And Deborah says, he goes to church with me here. Beautiful queen. She said, thank you. And Marcy, our cousin, said, awesome cousins, give flowers to her now. That's right, Mama. Yeah, we got to give you your flowers now. But yeah, I love that about you too. It's just all your circles of friends you go to movies with, you hanging out with your sisters. I hear y'all are going out to lunch or dinner on Saturday.
Saturday.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, let me know.
All right. Well, Mom, you know, we'll talk to you soon. Love you, Mommy, and I'll talk to you later. Sissy, thanks for hanging out with us.
Okay, I loved it. Thanks for having me. Love you guys. Everybody.
All right. Love you, Mama.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me today. I hope I see you again. You know you have greatness inside of you. I believe in you. You can say hi to my mom anytime. She's always, you know, she'll pray for you. She's, you know, just right here on Facebook too. So you can reach out to her and wish her a happy birthday. Love you. Nothing you can do about it. Bye.